The DJ Vatican.
Raphael on the track.
Come on, son. 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 Come on,
The DJ Vatican.
What up, y'all? DJ Debonair. We're starting off the conference call here, July 7th, 2011.
DJ Vatican roll call.
Hey guys, we got a bunch of people on the line.
Big Dose, what it do, homie?
What's up, Mr. Rory?
Truly eyes.
Nick B, Baker Boy, Boo Man in the house, DJ Cut, WBLS New York.
Rob Love. Ed Lover is on the phone, too.
Come on, son.
Jimmy, what's going on? Jimmy Jim, Alex G, Bakersfield, California, Steve Miggity Maestro, Nick at Night representing Mobile, Alabama, Icy Ice Power 106 in Los Scandals, OJ Wedlaw, shout out to Indy Capital, my homeboy, Man Leaks representing New York, 1, 2, 3, hit man. Babe representing Detroit, Michigan, Wolf D, Super Radio, now in New York City, Lenny B, holla. Prince Light, South Carolina.
Yeah, y'all.
Yomi D joining us from MTV. Sean Rock over at E1. Alvin D, Sacramento. What's going on, Simp Rock? Represent Miami. JC Quick, KPRS, Kansas City. I'll see you at Gates Barbecue Pimpin'. Mike Double XL representing the heavyweights. But right now, let's get Keith Kennedy, Tallahassee, representing. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We got the one and only Earn Dog, Soul Assassins representing up in here, man. Mr. Muhammad Moretta's in the house. Eric Farless on the phone. Homeboy Latin Prince. El Presidente in the house. Fun Squad DJs. Tony OG. Los Angeles Old School K-Day in the house. DJ Trouble T in Oakland. Brian Gaffey in New York. Ramsey's Jaw, KKFR in Phoenix, and 2 other stations I gotta memorize.
Come on, son.
DJ Buddha representing for the DJs out there as always. Trouble in Oakland, Trauma, ATL, Tom Rock, Miami. We are deep, baby. We go way deep like this. What's up, man? Ron May representing Miami, old school, giving everybody they start. Nova Dose in the DMV.
Come on, son.
Charles Dixon at WBLS and Music Choice. Jen Boogie. Ryan Slaney from Turntable U, and I quit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, Dr. B? Leilani, we love you, baby girl. Debonair and Kevin James. This is the DJ Vatican, and this is how we take over from now till eternity. Let's go.
Come on, son.
The DJ Vatican Music Review.
Milwaukee, we talking Tallahassee, we talking Los Angeles, Miami, Florida. All the biggest DJs are on this conference call right here for one reason only. We run this motherfucker.
DDT.
Yo, I got, I'm still rocking with Lupe and Trey, Out of My Head. Of course, Bad Meets Evil, I'm on everything. A couple of songs from Random Acts. DJ Khaled, I'm on one, of course. Trina Red Bottoms, Nicki Minaj, Super Bass. Biggie Copy and Paste, Nas Nasty. And there's a chubby dude, I can't think of his name, but the name of the song is Move It. Another club record.
As far as picks are concerned, there's one song I got put up on, and to my surprise, people actually know it. It's called Watermelon. It's by a guy named D. Will. Yeah.
It's so damn funky.
I got my underground picks for this week. Obviously that Common and Nas, Ghetto Dreams. Taking it to Detroit with the Elzai halftime. I actually got put onto that real late. It dropped a couple months ago, but that's definitely on the radar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My picks right now, actually, I'm really liking and been playing it. It's new. The Game, Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross. Who else is on it? I think Fabulous or something. Lil Wayne. The Bottles and Rockin' Jays. Corey Farrell and Lil Wayne.
Yep.
Finito.
Yep.
That one's hot. Big Sean and Wiz Khalifa. That song High. I played that one the other night. It was a big just party fest. Everybody loved that song.
On the underground tip, I got that Smith & Wesson and Pete Rock with the Styles P and Sean Price. That's hard, John. Crazy right now. That Big Sean album, joint called So Much More, that's kind of dope. It's a little more underground than some of the other records on there.
Tech 9, he's a mental giant. Obviously, he's from here in Kansas City. Big record, it's #1 record for us on the radio station. Sounds good. It plays well in the club. It's doing real good for us. Another big record is Tiny Temper and Wiz Khalifa, Till I'm Gone. Is anybody familiar with this T-Real Lee Throw It Off record down south?
Yeah.
Man, that is smashing them here. It is a huge, huge record.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
I don't know how big anybody else on the conference call is as far as Movaton is concerned, man, but that is making a huge movement. Just listen out for it, man. It's getting ready to make some big pulses in the music industry. I'm
feeling this dark trip. Let it to my son. I don't know if y'all hip to that right now. Dude is spitting fire right now. On the West Side Radio, we've been playing a lot of Kendrick Lamar, The Sex with the City, anything Random Max. The Hex Murder cut is off the chain. Me personally, I am feeling this Krayshawn shit, this Gucci, that whole little movement they got going on. I just heard it on the radio here in LA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what LA is doing with it, but I just heard it on the radio. And of course, we know with the Latinos out here, bro, without the Afrojack that take over control,
of course,
anything that has to do with electro and progressive right now is still hot.
Music, please.
It's a girl named Kiana. A sample, of course, you know, got 5 on it. The song is called Take Me Away. It's already over 200 spins. It got 100 spins last week. I'm telling you right now, watch this record. It's an R&B song. Tony Yayo, Haters, featuring 50 Cent, Shorty Low, Roscoe Dash, and of course that Trudy featuring Elephant Man, Party All Night. I like that on the pop side too. And I heard some other records. Yeah, I heard some other records from her back in December, I think around November, doing the Sin Awards. So yeah, she got some heat too. So these are upcoming records. I already know Nick Baker Boy's on that Trudy too.
Down here that's working that Countdown by Beyonce. It's a good record. I don't know if anybody's on it yet, but it's a good record. Frank Ocean with Novocaine. The record is going bananas right now.
Yo, what's the new hot bounce records out there?
Actually, there's 2 that are really making a lot of noise. One is the 8-9 Boys, and it's featuring Kid, who signed with Shop Money XL. He's featured on the record. And Partners in Crime, a record called More Than Friends. It's kind of like a bounce hybrid record. And then they just remixed this Adele, how do you say her name?
That's Adele.
And they did it to the bounce break beat, and it's blowing the fuck up right now.
Okay, party people in the house.
A couple quick picks, here we go. Audio, I'm feeling the Stephen Marley featuring Melanie Fiona off the album I Was Down and Made It, No Cigarettes. Another reggae record, Sprague Benz and Marcia Griffin. It's called No Way Out. On the dance tip, Swedish House Mafia, Save the World. Of course, the Wolf King Gardner featuring Will.i.am. And the song by Afrojack called Selecta. That's a big one. And the last but not least, Don Omar and Lucenzo, Danza, how you say it? Danza Kuduro.
This is the beat, y'all.
And in ATL, this Tony Montana Future is killing them in the clubs right now. He also got this song called Watch This and this song called Magic. He got like three records that's crazy out in the clubs. Also this Beef It Up, Charlie Boy Gang, real big in the clubs. There's also this new record for the females called Boo Dang by Bert Simmons that's starting to, and Kelly Rowland, that's starting to pick up here in the city.
In the box, Sean Garrett, Rick Ross, that's doing pretty good. That's buzzing good. The Big Sean, somebody said it before, I think it's called Dance, and the ass is the catchphrase.
My big record is actually breaking is The League featuring Nayeli, Addicted to the 808.
I got this Wet remix by Dave Guetta, that I've been playing. Dope. Turbulence with Lil Jon and Stevie Aoki. And I've been playing Man Down by Rihanna.
Hey, I want to shout my man Buddha out, man. You know that Pitbull Neo. That Afrojack joint, Give Me Everything, man, is popping off #1, 100 spins a week, which you know is crazy.
We can play whatever.
The original DJ Vatican. The original DJ Vatican. Established in 1992.
Come on, son.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate you on the success of Come On, Son. I'm hooked.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the most organic thing I think I've ever done in my career.
It just happened, right? I don't know the story. It just did it one day and it just stuck, huh?
Yeah, I just did it one day and I gave it to Nelson over at G Unit, and he put it up on This Is 50, and it just caught fire from there. And then he was like, yo, you gotta do another one, you gotta do another one that I got with my boy, who's very good at editing it, to add all the pictures and all the rest of the stuff that I wanted to add to it. So it just kind of taking on a life of its own from right there. I've always been the kind of person that, you know, I'll say what I feel. And I think when I say something about people, it comes from a funny perspective. It's not coming from a hateful perspective, because I've been in the business long enough and made a lot of, you know, good friends in the business. So if I say something, I'm coming from a real perspective. I'm not coming from a perspective of I don't like it. I really just think it's still in its infancy. I mean, we're still working on getting it out there to the point where it's crossed over and done what it's supposed to do. So for you to just be getting on it is cool with me, man, because there's a lot of people that just tell me when. I just saw it for the first time. Somebody put me onto it, and I'm catching up. So that's good.
Ed, man, while we got this DJ thing going on, let me get a couple of your favorite records right now in the club. I know you got an ear.
It's funny because I've been out doing a lot of gigs as a DJ. I've been DJing since I was 14 years old. I've always taken a back seat to the DJ thing because when we did Your MTV Raps, Dre was the DJ. Dre was known as the DJ. He was always the guy behind the set. But DJ Cut, I don't know if he joined on the conference call or not yet, but Cut knows I've been DJing for a long time, so I've been kind of going out a lot in Chicago and Cincinnati and all over, doing gigs as a DJ. So, I mean, it depends on what demographic you're talking about. If we're talking about somebody that's like 18, 19, 21, 22, then you got to put that I'm on one record in there. It's high. Just the DJ Khaled record is fire right now. You got to put that John record with Weezy and Rick Ross. That's a hot record. And personally, one of my favorites, I love the Lupe and Trey Songz record. That's for me one of my bangers. Out of my head, girl, I want you to know I can't get you out of my head. That record right there, fire, 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 fire.
Real quick, man, I was wondering if you had any Come On Sons you want to drop on us, all the crazy things I've been catching on the news the last couple of days. I thought you might have a couple of gems.
Come on, son, to the jury who found Casey Anthony not guilty of killing her kid. I think that's the biggest one I see right now is her, and I just caught one right now. Roy Williams from the Dallas Cowboys mailed a woman an engagement ring and a taped marriage proposal, and she said no and kept the ring, a $76,000 ring. First of all, who's fucking stupid enough to put a $76,000 ring in a UPS or FedEx envelope, and then she kept the ring, and then he sued her. And he sued her to get the ring back.
Come on, son.
Who's joining us from Holland?
It's Peter Gallenblum.
Peter Gallenblum, tell us what's going on in Holland.
What we see here in Holland right now, that is trance, for example, is going back. Going back very fast. I think in your country, trance is still very popular, right? I just did a remix for Dominica. A track written by Mohammed Moretta. You all know this track. Tracks which are very hot at the moment. Eric Dex, Tujamo. We have got Eric Murillo has a new release out.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
5, 4,
3,
2,
1.
You're listening to the DJ Vatican conference call. Recap.
Yo, what's up? What's up? It's Maino.
Maino. Yeah, look at him acting like you don't even see me, man. Yeah, when I run up on him like, you see me?
Tell me about making this particular record right now that everybody's talking about.
The record is Let It Fly, got Roscoe Dash on there. It's just a hot record, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of people know me from I Hater, All the Above, $1 Million. I put out a couple of big records for my city, you know, and kind of was able to get in the game, and then, you know, I was just trying to be consistent with it. This record, you know, was just a hot record. I don't feel a need to be held down by regions, you understand? Like, I don't want to be the nigga from New York that only can make New York records, and then I can't get the love from Atlanta. I can't get the love from Milwaukee because I need it. You know, like, if we're going to be in the game, let's do it right. Let's do it big. So this record, man, you know, when we put it together, man, I was like, man, we need to get Roscoe Dash on it, you know what I mean? Because he sound good singing his hook. And I think the record came out great, you know what I mean? It's so far so good. I haven't had a record that's been getting this much traction, you know, since $1 Million. Well, I don't think it's a Southern Child. I think it's somewhere in the middle, you know what I mean, where you could find a line in the middle, because you got to look at it right now, man. I don't think there's actually a sound for New York right there the way it was. It was either it's old school or it's just, you know, we don't actually have a sound. Like, we don't have an individual sound right now, right? And you know, because music is more broad now. You know what I mean? You know, you got the internet. You got. You know, it depends on who's making the music. I don't think, you know, when Jay-Z makes a record, he's making actually New York sounding records. They just sound, you know, kind of broad. So my thing with this record, I didn't go off to say let me make a South record. Nah, I'm not in, like, and I don't even think that it's so much catered to the South. I think the hook in it, you know, is just, it has that bounce that the nigga in the South can fuck with, and the niggas from New York can fuck with. I did a record not too long ago, to the top of the year, called Keep It Rockin'. It was a New York record. I had Swift on the record. I had Jim Jones on the record, Jadakiss on the record, Joy Ortiz. We shot a video together. Everybody came. Lloyd Banks was there. Joel Santana was there. Like, that hasn't been seen in years. You understand? So there is a growing unity, you know what I'm saying, between the younger artists. You know what I mean? Like, the disconnect is between the older artists. Like, there's no real relationship between, like, a Jay-Z and us younger artists. You understand? Right. People like me and Jimmy, we make songs together all the time. Me and Banks, all of them together, the Dipset, you know, we come out, they bring me out their shows, I do the same thing for them. So there is a growing unity. I just don't think that the world is seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of it's been perpetuated that that we're in beefing, but we're really not right now. And I think that we're moving away from that. You understand? And I think people need to start realizing that we are, and that we're actually making good music.
Welcome to the call, DJ Drama. What's up, Drama?
Everything's good. Everything's good. I appreciate y'all having me. I'm working on my third album. I've had you know, 2 albums that I put out on Atlantic beforehand, and you know, it's funny because when I did this record, you know, I told myself really my goal, you know, my goal was like, I really just want to, you know, get a record in rotation and get a record on the, you know, get on the countdown, 106 and Park countdown. It's kind of funny because, you know, in some instances, kind of thinking, you know, not small term, but you know, there's so much more of it. And you know, I've had other records, good records before. You know, I had an Outkast record that's really a cult classic. I was able to, you know, blessed to get out of my Atlantic situation, which was a great situation, you know, and it was a great opportunity and great staff and great people over there. But, you know, I was also, you know, going through Ground Hustle, and which was another great situation for me and still my family. But, you know, the opportunity came for me to do my own deal over at E1 based upon this record. So it put me in a really, you know, a good position. And I know when I dropped Oh My and then Khaled dropped I'm On One, you know, I seen different conversations about, you know, well, I'm On One is a bigger record, and Oh My is good, Dram was good, and so Khaled came, and so forth and so forth. And, you know, I mean, I understand that, those type of conversations, because, you know, clearly Khaled's been doing it with records for the last 4 or 5 years. He's had great records, big records. You know, I'm On One is one of my favorite records, you know, and it's not really a competition thing, although we both understand, everybody understands, you know, hip-hop is a competitive sport, and I think that, you know, both records have a place. I think it's very big that, you know, that in the summer of 2011, two DJs have two of the biggest records of the summer. I still do Hot 107.9 Saturdays and Sundays, my Gangsta Grill show, and me and DJ Sense, we have an affiliate syndication show that we're working on, and we have I think about 7 to 8 markets right now, and I still do Sirius satellite, so yeah, still do the radio thing.
That's good.
Truthfully, I think the mixtape game is just as alive as it ever was. I mean, in the last couple of years, you know what I'm saying? I really think the only downtime was like 07, after the raid situation happened with me, it kind of messed the game up. But, when I look at Drake selling 500,000 of a mixtape that was available for free, or Fab taking a mixtape that we did and putting it back in the stores and selling units, or Jadakiss, putting out a mixtape on Def Jam, or Chris Brown doing, 3 mixtapes, to really gain his buzz back, which spawned, Grammy-nominated records. I think it's alive and well. Me personally, I think that it really got back to its most original uses. Free music and getting to the people and fresh new shit. Which was the basis of where mixtapes came from. And I think a lot of artists still are breaking off mixtapes. Just here in the A, two of the biggest artists right now in the streets is 2 Chainz. Who used to go by Titty Boy, and then Future, who pretty much, who's on the Rax record. If you come to Atlanta, all you hear is them mixtapes in the street. My criticism of it right now is a lot of the newer artists that are coming up aren't using DJs, and they're still calling it mixtapes, which are kind of, they're not necessarily mixtapes. I guess they're kind of like street albums or even demos, and I think that's good. However, whatever works, to get your music to the people. But on the other side of that, you got to be creative. You got to stay ahead of the curve. So maybe it's not doing it with an artist. Maybe it's getting back to the essence of a mixtape and showing some skills and putting it out and making sure everybody's aware how nice you are.
The DJ Vatican talks about the music industry, insights, predictions, trends. The DJ Vatican.
Dance music is back, period. And it's not, us coming up, I started DJing before hip hop in early 80s, 79 to 81 is when I kind of started. And then, when hip hop came in, Sugar Hill Gang and all of that impacted, my generation and the kids from our generation, younger brothers and sisters, they embrace, hip hop. And now in 2011, you have the kids, the sons and daughters and little brothers and sisters of the hip-hop generation are now embracing dance as if it's something brand new that we didn't already play when house music was big. So a lot of those sounds are sampled and looped and chopped up. I know Timbaland was first to chop up some of the Italian disco type records. So that whole sound is back. And hip-hop is suffering now because the suburban basic hits that fueled it and created the demand for it are now following, what I call the new native tongue style of hip-hop, which is you have the Kanyes and the Wiz Khalifas and that whole sound that's coming back with more conscious rap. And then you have, dance music fans or like the Lady Gagas, the Rihannas, and all the other records that's popping off on stations like Z100. That's a newer base that don't want to listen to what their parents or big brothers and sisters listen to.
It's really that the music is kind of coming around full circle where these cats is really going back to the art, man, because that's where they were in the first fucking place.
We're speaking the same language, man, and I'm loving that that's happening. I love the fact that that's happening just like that.
The DJ Vatican.